Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Lubunsky and I am the Public Relations Manager at DealerSpike. If you haven't joined one of DealerSpike's webinars before, welcome. If you were here for our SEO and SEM webinar last year, thank you for joining us again. Digital marketing is constantly changing and it's always wise to stay on top of these trends and best practices. We'll be covering an abundance of information about SEO and SEM, why they work so efficiently together. Plus, we'll be talking about some new features that we've added since last year that enhance the tools even more. Here with me today is Brandon Pedersen, who was also my co-host last year. He continues to be the SEO and SEM expert here at DealerSpike. Brandon, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thanks. I started at DealerSpike in 2015 as an entry-level SEO specialist and quickly realized I had no idea what search engine optimization was, let alone how to actually do the work. Thankfully, my coworkers were generous with their time and showed me what they could, but it was only how to do the work, not why. I started pulling together online resources that helped me understand the why behind everything I was doing. When our next new hire started, I was asked to run them through the resources I had gathered. My current role in the department is an evolution of that drive to keep informed and help others understand why we do what we do.
Great. So just to reiterate, today we're going to go over search engine optimization and search engine marketing, or SEO and SEM. These are highly valuable tools that are ultimately going to help your dealership website perform at the highest possible level and bring in more sales opportunities for your business. So let's jump right in and get started. And dealers, we do have some time reserved at the end of the presentation for Q&A. So if you have any questions, please feel free to type those into the questions section on your control panel. And if you need to hide or expand that control panel at any time, you can just hit that orange arrow button in the corner. So let's start with the basics. Brandon, why do dealers need to care about their website's ranking and their presence on a search engine like Google?
Well, search engines, with the top two being Google and Bing, are the major avenue for all website visibility. Getting a great website is the first step, but making sure your online customers can find you quickly and easily is the next. Without search engines, your customer would have a much more difficult time finding your business online. And the better you perform in search engine results, the more visible you are to returning and new customers. Let's look at a few statistics. You may have heard this already, but if your business isn't on the first page of Google search results, your business doesn't matter to online users. It sounds harsh, but it's true. People can't click on what they don't see. And 90% of online users don't make it past the first page. And 60% of all organic traffic, meaning clicks on unpaid search results, goes to the top 3 results. And organic traffic is just one way to drive results to your website. Paid traffic, meaning clicks on the ads shown above organic search results, converts up to 50% more than organic traffic alone. And customers who see retargeted ads, or ads that follow users online, are 70% more likely to convert into a lead or a sale.
That's so interesting. Personally, I can tell the difference between paid SEM ads and unpaid organic listings, but that's probably only because I work for a marketing company. Most search engine users probably can't tell the difference or don't notice it because the SEM ads are marked so subtly.
They really are. And even if users don't notice the difference, both SEO and SEM will help your business take up more real estate on the first page of search results, delivering more visibility for your dealership. We'll talk about specific results that your dealership can expect to see with SEO and SEM services combined later in this webinar. Needless to say, both marketing tools can have a huge impact on visits, clicks, and ultimately leads generated through your website, because the vast majority of all online traffic is driven by search engines. The ultimate goal of a successful digital marketing campaign is traffic. The more people we deliver to your website, the more exposure we create for your business. Or in other words, the more users we put in front of your inventory, the greater the opportunity for leads and sales conversions. And digital marketing is how we make your website more visible to potential customers. The better you perform in search engines, meaning the higher your website ranks and the more prominently your business appears, the more likely it is that returning and new customers will click through to your website.
That makes sense. Even when I know the URL of the website I want to visit, I'll usually still type it into Google search bar first to get there.
Exactly. I do the same thing. And consider, it would be incredibly unfortunate if a user wanting to go to your website typed your name into a search engine, but decided to click on a different dealership because they ranked higher than you on the first page of search results. This really illustrates why SEO and SEM are so important for any business.
That would be awful. For those who may be unfamiliar with SEO and SEM, let's briefly touch on what each of these tools do and what it would look like to have both of these strategies at play for your dealership. So what does SEO work accomplish on-site, off-site, and on the search engine results page?
That's a great question. DealerSpike takes a content-heavy approach to SEO. We strategically place high-value, keyword-rich content onto your inventory list pages like you can see here. We optimize based on vehicle type, make, brand. We add geographic focuses on these pages to help attract both users and search engine results in your local area. Our well-written, unique content helps search engines see your website as a useful and reliable resource for information on what you sell. Additionally, we create blog content for your website to educate and inform visitors to your website and create more appeal for search engines. And the best practice for blog content is to promote your top revenue sources, increasing the chance that visitors to your website will convert into a high-ticket purchase.
All of that sounds great. So that's the type of SEO work that you can see in action on your website. What about the off-site SEO work that you can't see? I know that also contributes greatly to search engine rankings.
It absolutely does. Off-site SEO is incredibly important. Links from other websites leading back to your website are called backlinks. And the more trustworthy backlinks your website has, the more traffic and the more credibility you have. However, untrustworthy backlinks coming from a site with explicit or illegal content or a low-quality third-party site can limit the traffic and impair your credibility. The SEO department monitors these links, cleaning up negative backlinks, and while you can't see it, it's extremely important because search engines use backlinks to determine how highly to rank your website.
It all comes down to whether search engine algorithms find your website to be trustworthy, right?
That's exactly right. Also, citations. Citations are directory listings with your dealership's information, including your name, address, phone number, directions, hours, and so on. And these listings appear on Google Business, Yelp, yellowpages.com, social media platforms, and more. And the accuracy of your dealership's information is vital in making sure both users and search engines trust that information. Consistency is also key. Even something as small as using street spelled out in your Google My Business address and abbreviating street as ST period on your Facebook address is enough to cause problems. Or even forgetting to update your hours on all listings online. The SEO department is able to manage all of your business listings from a central tool and make sure they are correct and consistent, and then push out updates as needed.
That sounds like a lot to keep track of. I can see how businesses might easily forget to update something or just provide slightly different business information on a couple different platforms without even realizing it.
Yeah, and you know what? That happens all the time. And though it seems like a harmless mistake, it can negatively affect your search result rankings. And on a similar note, reputation management is also important. These are the reviews and ratings that users see for your dealership online, and really it's the first impression your business will make online. While you can't purchase or manipulate high ratings or good reviews, DealerSpike's SEO department can help you manage reviews and advise you on how to respond to them.
Super helpful. Your dealership's online reputation is way too important not to invest resources into. It's great that dealers have a way to get help with that.
Absolutely. And right now, we're looking at a search engine results page, which is sometimes called by its abbreviation, SERP. This is a mocked-up example for what we'll call Spike's dealership. And it can show you how best practices in SEO help your site rank highly in organic and unpaid search results. As you can see, the green section at the very top of the SERP, as well as the Google Business section to the right, contain citations, or business listings and information for your dealership. The section labeled in orange is your dealership's organic search result, and you want this to appear as high as possible for an increased opportunity for clicks. The two sections labeled in pink have to do with reputation management, the reviews and ratings that people leave online on sites like Yelp, YellowPages.com, or Google Business.
This is great to see because many people probably assume that the only way SEO affects your appearance in search engines is by that organic ranking in orange. But best practices in SEO can make a way bigger impact than that.
They definitely can. Now let's talk about what SEM looks like. The SERP that you're looking at here for a DealerSpike SEM client, Broadmoor RV, shows an ad for the dealership at the very top of the search engine results page. SEM ads are very subtle. As you can see, the ad is only marked by that small green indicator, but they place your dealership above the organic unpaid listings. Although the text ad that you saw for Broadmoor RV is the typical SEM ad that we think of, and the type of SEM ad that puts you at the very top of SERPs, there are different types of ads that you can run to fit the needs of your business and to reach the perfect prospects wherever they are online. As you can see, there are text ads, display ads, ads within Gmail, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and much, much more.
Wow, tons of options here. It makes sense that different dealers would have different marketing needs and might choose to run only one type of ad or many types. An SEM campaign can be totally customized to the dealership's preferences, right?
That's right. Another highly effective tool within SEM strategy is dynamic remarketing. These are ads shown to past website visitors as they navigate to other websites, re-engaging them and encouraging them to return to your site and follow through with the purchase they were considering. As you can see here, this online user is seeing an ad for Rob's RV on 3 different websites. The ads can even be tailored to the individual customer based on the units they viewed on your site. Dynamic remarketing ads earn a higher click-through rate than typical display ads, which makes sense. The people being served dynamic remarketing ads have already shown an interest in your business and what you sell.
So this is what happens when you look at a specific unit or a product online and then it starts following you around everywhere.
Yep. Most people have experienced this, even if you didn't know that it was an SEM tactic. And as you can imagine, it's highly effective. Last but not least, let's touch on Facebook advertising. Though Google Ads and Facebook Ads operate separately, they both fall under the same category of services with DealerSpike's SEM packages. They're considered a separate product, and there are different recommended budgets for Facebook advertising versus Google advertising. We recommend running both at the same time because Facebook is so popular. Tons of local consumers in your area are active on Facebook every day, and you can use this platform to turn them into customers for your business. Different types of Facebook ads include newsfeed ads, which also appear on Instagram because Facebook owns it, dynamic remarketing ads, which run with the same concept we discussed on the last slide, as long as you connect your website's inventory feed to Facebook. Lead generation ads, which help you collect user information without making them leave the Facebook platform, and event ads, which target specific people who are likely to be interested in your dealership and your event. One thing to note about Facebook is that it has targeting capabilities that far surpass that of Google's. Not only can you target people based on location, age, gender, job title, and so on, but you can also target people based on anything they've ever done on Facebook, pages they've liked, things they've commented on, interests they've listed, and so much more.
That sounds great. Facebook is by far the most popular social media platform, with Instagram following right in its footsteps. So it makes sense to leverage both of these platforms for advertising. So now that we have a little background on both SEO and SEM, let's talk about the typical process that a customer goes through to find your website when that process starts with the search engine, since we know that's typically what online users will do. How does the customer journey usually start?
Well, research shows that dealership shoppers typically make 5 different types of searches. 71% of the time, they're researching prices on the unit they're interested in. 68% of the time, they're finding units listed for sale. 64% of the time, they're comparing different models. 63% of the time, they're finding out what their current unit is worth. And 46% of the time, they're locating a dealer or looking for dealership information. In all of these cases, there's an opportunity for your dealership website to appear in the results for that search. SEO strategy is based largely on the content on your site, making sure you have strategically implemented keywords that match the searches that these users are making.
So your website will rank organically depending on how well your site's content matches the nature of the search. How do you make sure that your SEM ads appear for the right searchers?
Well, SEM advertising strategy can help you target the perfect prospects for your business. Audience targeting is based on things like demographics, location, past search history, keywords used, and more. And for the content of the SEM ads, you can run different types that will fit all types of searches. The most popular types of ads will be related to inventory, things like generic versus model-specific searches, on units, on parts and service, events and specials. It's also possible to run competitor search ads. So when search engine users are looking for a competing dealership, they see an ad for you instead.
So it sounds like there are definitely ways that SEO and SEM work together and make an impact on each other's performance, as well as help improve each other's performance. Let's focus for a moment on each one and especially put some focus on what DealerSpike does differently than other SEO and SEM providers. So starting with SEO, what are the top factors that affect how high your website is ranked on search engines?
One of the top ranking factors for search engines is keyword relevance in your content. Like we've discussed throughout this webinar, the keywords in the content on your website should match what prospective customers are searching for, so that your website ranks highly on the first page of SERPs. Well-written, high-quality content proves to Google and other search engines that your website is a useful and trustworthy resource for searchers, making it more likely that search engines will rank your website higher. Something else to keep in mind, voice search. More and more people are performing voice searches from their smartphones or voice-enabled devices, and the content on your website should be structured to fit those searches, meaning it should sound more like a conversation. DealerSpike's SEO department is partnered with Amazon Alexa, which can help put you ahead of your competition for local searches, because your content is now better optimized for voice searches on that device.
I make voice searches on my phone all the time, so I totally get why this is so important for businesses. I do use voice search at home, but I also use it a lot in my car, and it's super helpful that the search results can also get me where I need to go by providing directions.
Exactly, and that actually brings me to our next point. Good SEO ensures that your dealership is easy to find via GPS. It's important that your online directions are both accurate and consistent, so that customers won't have any issue finding you. So many people make searches like lawn mowers for sale near me. They're specifically looking for a dealership in their area. When they choose to visit your dealership, it's crucial that your online map information and directions make it easy for them to get there. DealerSpike's SEO team can help ensure that your location information and directions are perfectly clear on all relevant online platforms. On that note, like we talked about earlier, your citations need to be clean. Inaccuracies and inconsistencies will cause your rankings to suffer in Google search results. And again, another top ranking factor is your online reputation. Low ratings and bad reviews send signals to search engines that your website might not be the best option for searchers. Remember, these reviews are also a user's first impression of your business. So the higher ratings and reviews you have, the better the opportunity for higher search results and the better impression you'll leave on prospective customers. The DealerSpike SEO department can help maintain a clean citation profile and advise you on managing your online reputation.
So I know that DealerSpike has some unique and advanced abilities when it comes to SEM strategy, and as Google Premier Partners, we have access to the newest and greatest when it comes to new features. What are some of these new things that DealerSpike is able to do to help our customers beat the competition?
We absolutely do, and we have some brand new features that are already bringing in great results for our dealers. The newest features we've added to our SEM offerings give you ads with a boost from artificial intelligence, or AI. First, we'll talk about our ability to run unique ads for every unit on your site, which creates a huge advantage for your dealership and increases your chances of getting inventory out the door. This new feature generates ads for every unit in your inventory on a daily basis, and the ad text is customized to opportunities within your inventory. As you can see, we can run ads that say things like, "We have 3 Harley Roadsters left in stock," based on the changing inventory that's live on your site. We can also run ads that are related to the listed price or monthly payments associated with your inventory. Ads like, "Our price on the Softail Heritage Classic is $19,000, or get on a street glide for $299 per month." We can even run ads that are based on things like holidays coming up or the local weather in your area. For example, "Beat the heat in Austin this week with a Street 500. The opportunities go on, and this really allows you to capitalize on the selling points both on and off your website. You never have to worry about ads running for sold units either, as long as the inventory is up to date on your site. The right ads will run.
That sounds awesome. AI ensures that you're driving the best possible results for your business.
Right. Another great new feature we're able to offer to our SEM clients is a constant optimization of search ads. We're able to apply over 18,000 changes on your dealership's text ads throughout your campaign for the highest possible engagement. These 18,000 variations to your ad will be things like 2019 Airstream Classic versus Airstream Classic Trailer 2019 versus new Airstream Trailer. Even changes like a period versus an exclamation point. The changes are very small, but our AI-optimized system can see which variations are performing the best and update the content to best optimize for high performance. You'll be running the right ads at the right time with the perfect verbiage to reach the right prospects for your dealership. This allows you to rest assured that the best possible ads are always running for your dealership.
So both of these new features take the guesswork out of it. AI is making sure that you're running the highest performing, highest engaging ads, featuring those selling points that are most important to your business.
Yes, AI has made a huge impact on both efficiency and results in SEM strategy. And when it comes down to it, the bottom line is that while SEO and SEM are highly effective tools on their own, they work most effectively when implemented together. The greatest benefit behind running an SEO campaign is organic traffic. 60% of people who make a directed keyword search click on an organic listing. This represents a higher caliber of online traffic, individuals who are actively searching for a specific product, service, or information, and therefore far more likely to convert into a sale or a lead. And the more traffic directed to your website, the greater number of conversion opportunities there are. The biggest benefit of running an SEM campaign is online visibility. By displaying targeted ads to potential customers at the exact moment they're searching for a product, service, or again, a piece of information, you ensure your dealership is being seen by a wider audience. And there's no end to the level of targeting you can specify with your ads. By adjusting for metrics like age, gender, online search behavior, device, geographic location, even the time of day, you can ensure the exact right person sees the exact right ad when it's most relevant to them. To create the greatest opportunity for success, however, we recommend running an SEO and SEM campaign together. But let's clarify one thing. Google Ads or paid ads do not directly affect organic search result rankings. You will not see higher rankings from your SEM campaign. But what you will see is the highest possible conversion rates. With the higher quality traffic from organic search results and the improved online exposure from Google Ads, you'll see a higher conversion rate than running either service independently.
It's clear that these two services impact and support each other in a positive way, and both of them increase your dealership's chance of seeing positive results.
Right.
I think it's time to take a close look at the customer journey online and how dealerships can offer digital solutions that appear at just the right time.
Definitely. In most cases, an online user's initial choice to visit Google or another search engine starts with awareness. The person is thinking about the unit they want to buy and starts to do their research online. Next, their interest is heightened. By this point, they likely know what brand or model they want, and now they're thinking about where to buy and how much they want to spend. After that, the person hits the consideration phase. They're thinking, am I really sure this is the right unit for me? Last but not least, the prospective customer enters the purchase phase. They feel confident they've found the right unit for them.
That's a great way of summing up the customer's experience step by step, helping us as marketers connect to the customer more effectively. And I know that we can get even more strategic than that, right?
We absolutely can. At the same time, there are also specific moments the customer experiences that are important to consider throughout this process. Google created a concept called micro moments, and these generally fall into 4 categories: need to know, need to do, need to go, and need to buy. Need to know micro moments happen when someone is researching their purchase but is not yet ready to buy. Need to do micro moments happen when someone needs help regarding the purchase they're considering. Need to go micro moments happen when someone is researching where to buy. And last, need to buy micro moments happen when someone is ready to make a purchase. During each of these moments, the customer is making different types of online searches and has different needs when it comes to the results they might find in the search they're making. Understanding both the process to purchase and the key micro moments in the customer journey helps shape the decisions they make and makes a big difference in optimizing the content on your site and running ads that will show up for the right people at the right time.
Very cool. Can you walk us through both of these concepts as we look at a customer's journey to purchase?
Yeah. Let's take a look at a customer journey to purchase a boat. In the awareness phase, prospects are likely having both need to know and need to do moments and making searches like best boats for families or can a Crestliner pontoon boat seat 12 people. The searches they make will contain keywords that match your dealership's inventory as well as the content on your site, bringing up your website in organic search as well as paid ads. When prospects enter the interest phase, they're likely to transition to need to go moments and make searches more like best boat dealerships in Atlanta. When people are making searches like this, not only can location-specific keywords, which is SEO, as well as SEM Ads with location targeting be helpful, but also retargeting ads through SEM. These follow prospects off the search engine, keeping your dealership at the top of their mind as they navigate to other sites.
Awesome. It's so cool to see how both SEO and SEM strategies can help marketers break into the journey.
I think so too. Next comes the consideration phase, when prospects are getting much closer to a purchase decision and conducting need to buy searches like Crestliner 240 Rally Pontoon Special. SEM ads powered by AI that feature your dealership's real-time inventory feed can show a prospect in this final stage that you have the perfect unit for them in stock. Being served an ad like this at just the right moment could seal the deal and make that prospect your customer. Last is the purchase phase. If the customer has found you at every step along the way of the customer journey, it's likely that they will end up at your front door. As you can see, investing time and resources into both SEO and SEM can make a huge difference in breaking into the customer journey.
Wow, that was a ton of helpful information. I can see how getting close to the customer journey and finding ways to intercept those moments along the pathway to purchase can be highly effective. Can we take a look at some results from dealerships who have implemented both SEO and SEM? It would be great to see how dealers who are already using both of these tools are performing.
Absolutely. The first dealer we can take a look at is Anderson Boat. This dealership implemented SEM in February 2019. A full year after partnering with DealerSpike SEO in February 2018. The results we'll look at will compare the first 5 months with SEO alone in 2018 compared to the first 5 months with both tools implemented in 2019. Overall results related to website traffic increased by an average of 196% when we look at on-site users, as well as website sessions and page views. Additionally, paid search brought 629 more users to the site in the first month with SEM. Next, we'll look at Two Brothers Powersports, who saw an even more dramatic increase with both tools in place. This dealership began working with DealerSpike SEO in April 2017 and started using SEM as well 5 months later in September 2017. When we compare results between April and September 2017, In the same 5-month time span in 2018, we see some really amazing stats. Overall results related to website traffic increased by an average of 244% with both tools in place compared to the previous year when they only had SEO in place. And paid search brought 569 additional website visitors in the first month with SEM.
Those are some very impressive results. It's clear to see that having SEO and SEM operate alongside each other is hugely beneficial and can make a huge impact on your bottom line. These additional prospects being brought to your site through SEO and SEM strategy are likely to become customers for your business. Let's talk about what dealers should do if they want to sign up for one of these services, or ideally both. What kind of options do dealers have?
Definitely. There are different packages available for SEO depending on the features that you want to include. SEO offers 3 tiers of service: silver, gold, and platinum, each with its own products and services. The separate tiers have been designed to accommodate a wide range of dealerships, from smaller family-run locations to larger multi-location clients. For the pricing on these different package options, you'll need to connect with our sales team. And you can do that by calling us at the number that will be listed on the next slide, which is 800-288-5917, or sending an email to marketingsales@dealerspike.com. You will also be receiving a follow-up email after this webinar that you can reply to for more information if you'd prefer to wait for that. Now, SEM has 2 initial price points, which are a management fee and a startup fee per account. The monthly ad spend is set and established by you, although we do have recommended minimum budgets based on your industry. On top of that, how much you decide to spend really depends on what your business and advertising goals are. The more you spend, the more likely your ads are to achieve higher rankings, guaranteeing greater exposure and more conversion opportunities. Again, you'll need to connect with sales in order to have a conversation about price points on SEM services for your individual dealership. And don't forget to ask your sales rep about co-op opportunities for SEM advertising as well.
That sounds great. Thank you so much, Brandon. I personally feel like I learned a ton, so I hope dealers feel the same way. So dealers, we're going to take a little time now to answer some questions of yours. If you have a question about any of the material that we've gone over, it's not too late to ask. You can still type that into the questions section on your control panel. If you need to expand that, you can just hit the orange arrow button in the corner. We are going to try to answer as many questions as we can during these last few minutes. So Brandon, why don't you go ahead and jump in with the first question?
Absolutely. Let's see. For our first question, and this is a pretty common question, we'll go with how long does it take? Well, honestly, how long it takes varies wildly based on your approach. Generally speaking, SEO takes the longest but offers the greatest opportunity for conversions. Google has announced it can take anywhere from 4 days to 4 weeks for them to find updates to your website. And if you're only investing the minimum amount for paid ads, it could take many months to a year before you start seeing real progress. Now, monthly content updates to inventory pages and blog posts, regular link building, content promotion, up-to-date ads, and a larger budget can bring that down to a matter of weeks. Let's see. For another question, this is a really, really good one. How do I pick good keywords to target, or which keywords should be included in your content? Today's search algorithms rely more on semantic search, which means understanding and appeasing user intent, than they do on mapping keyword phrases to identical phrases on the web, meaning they're more concerned with what the user means than the exact keywords on your website. Still, you can pick good keywords for content topics and possibly dedicated pages by looking for common user questions in your industry, also looking for trending topics and any important business areas you notice your competitors aren't covering. Let's see. Does the gold package for SEO include managing Yelp, Apple Maps, Facebook, Google, etc., as far as consistency, such as phone numbers, addresses, etc.? It does, except for Apple Maps. The tool that we currently use does not engage with Apple Maps, and so we're not able to push out updates from our tool to that. That said, we will absolutely help manage your Apple Maps business listing separately. And yes, otherwise the gold pack, actually every package includes pushing out your citations to Yelp, Facebook, Google, all of that.
Yeah, and then also, just to mention, if you do have specific questions about each package, we are not super experts on that. We're not part of the sales team. They'll be able to answer more specific questions related to the different package options. So definitely reach out to them if you have any more questions kind of related to what's included with each thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our sales team is going to be the best option to go with that. Here we go. And this is a really great question, especially now that DealerSpike focuses so much on the content on your website. How does Google know about my website? Well, Google allows website owners to submit their websites for free. And the most common way Google employs to find a website is through what is called Googlebot. Now, Googlebot is what's also known as a bot, robot, spider, web crawler. It's all the same thing. And Bing's is called BingBot. This program is basically constantly crawling the internet to detect new content and updated pages to add to its index. It also takes note of dead links. So basically, they're always looking and trying to find new and updated content. Let's see, another one, this one's pretty great. Does being mobile friendly improve my SEO? And I would say it not only improves your SEO, it's absolutely essential. In March of 2018, Google announced that they would begin prioritizing mobile results over desktop results. And since almost like 60% of all traffic to just about every website comes from a mobile device, being mobile friendly is no longer just an option, it's a necessity. Your desktop and your laptop results aren't really affected by this, but if you don't have a mobile friendly site and your potential customers are searching for you on their smartphone or their tablet, they're not going to see a result to your website. Let's see, another great question. Oh, I like this one a lot. What exactly are backlinks? We covered this just a little bit earlier, but a backlink is when an external website links back to your dealership's website. It sends a signal to the search engine that the external website trusts your site and its content. Think of backlinks like a vote of confidence. It's vouching that your website is trustworthy and useful. Let's see. Here we go. What is geofencing and how is it offered? Geofencing is kind of a buzzword that's floating around a lot in the industry right now. Basically, it's drawing a digital fence around a physical location that will then push ads to users on their smartphones and tablets when they enter that designated area. However, it's not a service offered by either SEO or SEM. That said, DealerSpike does offer geofencing through our targeted digital advertising campaigns, and you can connect more with our sales team to learn a little bit more about geofencing. Another question we've got coming in here, how important are online reviews? This is a great one because online reviews, again, make the first impression on a user before they ever visit your dealership, either online or in person. If a user can see that a business is actively engaged with their customers online, responding to both positive and negative reviews, not only does it leave a better first impression, but they're much more likely to click through to your website. And dealers that move from a 3-star rating to a 5-star rating, that usually nets a business about 25% more clicks from the Google local pack. And 56% of consumers select a business if it has positive rankings or that star review displayed in the Google local pack or map pack. And that local pack is like that little mini map that shows up in search results with like the 3 business listings underneath there. So anything that we can do to boost your positive online reviews really positively affects your rankings online. Again, because DealerSpike takes a content-heavy approach, this next question is really, really relevant. How long should I leave content on my website and or when should I take content down? And this is something that we use Google Analytics for. Using that, we can see which pages are getting the most traffic and which pages are getting the least. If a web page isn't getting as much user engagement or not as many visitors, at least not enough to justify keeping the content on it, That's when the SEO department will look at consolidating the content from that page onto similar pages or pages that have similar keywords, but that also have higher user engagement. And we do this constantly to help boost overall site performance. As long as your content is well written and helpful to users, it doesn't really need to come down. We can even use internal links to boost awareness of specific content pages during peak searching seasons. It all depends on the keyword focus of the content itself. Let's see, and for our last question, let's talk about meta tags. There's a little bit confusion about what meta tags are and whether or not they're important. Meta tags refer to snippets of text or metadata which provide descriptions of a web page's content. Meta tags include things like the page title, the meta description, and the meta keywords embedded on a page. And while meta tags do not appear on the page itself, they appear in the HTML code, it's only visible to search engines. Now, meta tags like the title tag and the meta description are very, very, very important. But meta tags like the meta keywords are kind of outdated, and Google doesn't even use them when they consider how well to rank your website. Again, it's all information that the SEO representative in the SEO department would handle for you.
Awesome. Well, dealers, we are out of time. If we were not able to answer your question, we apologize. We did receive a lot of questions, so we didn't quite have time to answer them all, but we're going to make it really easy for you guys to follow up with our team after this webinar. You're going to be receiving an email later today that's going to allow you to easily ask any other questions or request more information. So thank you so much, Brandon, for hopping on here today and teaching us so much about SEO and SEM. Dealers, I hope that you learned a lot and are walking away from this with some really valuable knowledge about these products and why they're so important and why they're so beneficial when they're used together. If you have other questions or want to sign up for a demo of these products, our team here at Dealer Spike is ready to help you out. You can reach out to us using the contact information listed on your screen. You can email marketingsales@dealerspike.com or call 800-288-5917, or you are going to be receiving that follow-up email in about an hour as well. So you can wait and respond to that if you prefer. Brandon, thank you so much for being here today.
You're so welcome, Lauren, and thank you. Dealers, we greatly and sincerely appreciate your time today. We know you've got more on your plate than our webinar, and we hope that this was informative and useful. SEO and SEM are powerful tools for attracting both new and returning customers, and we'd love to answer any additional questions you have for how you can approach digital marketing in an ever-changing online landscape. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you all again.
Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.